Hello, this is Kerry Kidd from The Growth Club, answering a viewer's question today. This is a letter from Mel who writes, Dear Kerry, I've been keeping a problems journal for the last 2 weeks and I'm getting some really interesting ideas. But how do I know whether I've found a problem that matters to other people? Will creating an avatar help? Now, Mel, that's a really fascinating question and one that I think that's really worthy of answering. You see, we're led to believe that by creating these avatars or profiles, whatever is the latest lingo, we are supposed to be magically transformed into these all-seeing, all-knowing beings. That by understanding what people love and hate, what their dreams and fears are, what brand of toilet paper they use and whether they scrunch or fold, is enough for us to be able to create products and services that people just love and are willing to queue around the block for. Now, does that sound right? Because I don't know about you, I've never been adequately described in any profile that any brand has ever created. And when you consider that million-dollar brands make these mistakes all the time, despite millions invested in consumer research around the world, you get to see that no amount of information can possibly make us these psychic, magical geniuses creating successful products 100% of the time. Now, I'm not saying that you need to scrunch that piece of paper up and throw that dossier away. Not at all. You see, avatars are a great starting point to being able to understand at least where you're looking for answers. But if you're really keen on being able to minimize some of the inevitable risks in creating products and services for people, then I believe you need to go one step further. Number one, I'd like you to, yes, get that avatar ready. Right, really capture it. Create a dossier that rivals that of the Secret Service, either by going online and researching what this person loves and hates, by looking at magazines, by really getting your facts and figures straight. That's step number one. Step number two is to really get your hands dirty. You know, go onto the groups where your avatar is and perhaps even invite them to participate in a short questionnaire. You can use any of the questionnaire programs out there and I'll put a list in the contents below for you to see what it is you could use to create questionnaires. But remember that groups have rules and we don't want you to play by the wrong rules and get yourself kicked out. So check with admin first. The second possibility asks you to get even dirtier, really roll up your sleeves and have a little courage. Because that means actually going and talking to your avatar. I want you to book a phone call of about 30 minutes where you ask them 10 pre-prepared questions about what they need, what they want, really exploring that problem. And then if you're that far, actually showing them and telling them about your product and service. You see, by asking them, you can be sure that at least you're getting a verification of some of your gut feels, which I'll never deny as being important. Now, for step number three, I'm going to ask you to go even further. I want you to actually get them to test your product and service out. So if you're, say for example, a hair salon, invite them in to your speed drying service to see whether it works for them. Is the time right? Is it the experience they're actually looking for? And does it solve a real need that they have? Really be creative in that. Hand out vouchers. People love freebies, but most importantly, they love to help. So don't forget to get your questionnaires out and really ask them the hard questions about how the experience went. Now, those are 4 really powerful examples of how you can really get to grips with not only who these people really are, and people are incredibly complex and confusing, but also for how you can actually get out there and test to see whether your products and services are working. Now, there's one that I definitely left out, and that is the old test and measure. Because you see, once you've got your product and service out in the market, it's really important for you to keep testing whether it works, whether people are happy, and measuring your results. Now that topic is a huge one and one that we're going to be covering in the coming weeks. Now, if you love this video, if you like this video, if you found it helpful, or even if you just want to, stay up to date with future videos, then don't forget to like it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and to join the Growth Club over on Facebook. Ciao for now, and don't forget to be awesome!